And there are people right here in our own community who are raising awareness about the important roles that bees play in our ecosystem.
That's right. The more you know about bees, the more you may be encouraged to explore ways to protect bees and other pollinators. Here to help educate us is Tagg Timm, United States Air Force retiree and local beekeeper. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me again.
Of course. And it's Military Appreciation Month too, so thank you for your service.
You're welcome. You're worth it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. All right, so we're celebrating bees. Why is it so important to have a day just dedicated to raising awareness about bees?
Well, it's more, I mean, it's a day, but it's actually all year long we want to celebrate bees because of the importance they play in our lives. They play major importance in our sustainable development goals, such as life on land, good health and well-being, zero hunger. For example, zero hunger, about 95% of all of our crops that are grown rely on pollination from bees of some way or another. And to give you an example of that, California raises 80% of the world's almond supplies. And they do that by the help of thousands of beehives being shipped to California from over half the states in the United States. And in addition, even the cows and the animals that people may eat, those are reliant on the pollination efforts too for the plant life that keeps them thriving. So, and for biodiversity, the honeybee helps with the plants that may be needed for medicinal value, so that's important. The bees help with for life on land as far as making biodegradable plant life so that it can help avoid desertification, can help have clean air, clean water.
Things we don't think about.
They work so hard. They're one of the most intelligent beings on the planet.
Well, we have hundreds of them standing between us here.
Thousands.
Thousands. What is this contraption that you brought?
This is an observation hive. It's just a way to be able to take the bees on the road to show. Typically we use it for Girl Scouts and all the different troops when they come to see the bees. But it shows what the bees can do. This is what the inside of a hive would typically look like, 2 levels high. The bees develop in the middle, and the queen raises her brood, her offspring, and she lays a couple thousand eggs every day. So, which is twice her own body weight. So it's incredible. And it's important to note that only the female bees are workers. The males, the only purpose the male has is he's used for reproduction. That's the only job he's got. That's it. And that's why in the fall the females kick the males out of the hives so they don't eat their resources. There are no male bees during our winter.
What?
Interesting. There are no male bees during winter. During winter time.
That is wild.
Because the bees, the virgin queen must go out to mate when the weather's decent. In the winter it's too cold for them.
You mentioned swarms.
Amazing.
I know, this is incredible, really interesting. You mentioned swarms. If someone comes upon a swarm of bees, they might be afraid, it might be in their space, on their property. What do you recommend they do?
I recommend the first thing they do is try to find a local beekeeper. For instance, they can call on me. I go out and catch swarms. And if they can't find a local beekeeper, they can look up a local beekeeping club. And typically on their website, they have a place they can report a swarm. And people respond quickly because for us beekeepers, it's important that we save these bees from people killing them with pesticides. And we relocate them to find a home for them or put them in a new hive so that they can thrive because they're keeping us alive. We want to keep them alive.
Are they endangered, or are they getting? Is it getting better? I know it was very bad years ago, right?
Oh, there are mites that cause issues with the bees that causes them to get different kind of viruses. But for example, in many of the states, especially like in Georgia this past year, over the winter, there are some beekeepers that lost 90% plus of all of their bees. And we're talking beekeepers that have thousands of hives, losing 90% of them over winter. So they didn't have the bees to ship out to California.
Wow, that's fascinating.
We have a close-up of the queen bee here, because she has a blue dot. Our cameraman found, right there.
Oh, there we go. We want to thank you so much. We didn't get time to talk about TT's bees. You brought honey here. Thank you. We're going to have people go and find you on Facebook because this is is fascinating. They
Sounds
want to
great.
learn more.
Yeah.
For more, again, on TT's Bees, you can find them on Facebook at TT's Bees or follow them on Instagram at TTS_bees.
I learned so much. Thank you.